Welcome to PL Live. For this edition of PL Live, we bring to you the championship match between CKY and Pure Talent. Hosting the match today, we have myself, District.
Hello,
and
fair
Dinobot.
enough.
Quickly, we're going to run through the lineups here before we start. District, take it away.
Yeah, I'll be going over Pure Talent's lineup here. Seems. Oh, by the way, they're off to a really good start on their flagging, as usual. Let's see. We have ZMN as infiltrator. Geez, we have DP, OM, base OSL, Bale, probably DM, Hustler. Looks like he's playing medic. Lobas is the Infantry. Meep is Infantry. Spark is Heavy, Unborn Inf, and ZMN Infill again. Oh, sorry, Hustler's playing medic, and that's about it. Take it over, Dinobot. All you.
Alright, for CKY right now, they got BFN, Infantry. Infant is NG, Waylander is Medic. Mafia's Infantry right now. He didn't play last match, so I'm not sure where or if he's going to be playing. Can't spectate a lot of their guys. I'm sure Sinfane is JT. Billy Wanker and Greed are going to be Infantry. And Captain Axe SL. So really we're waiting to see what type of lineup they're going to run or what subs they're going to do.
What base is PT taking? Or sorry, CKY. Are they at A5 or
A7. They've already set up at A7.
Nice. CKY is set up at E4. They already got their rets and their flags going. Sorry, PT. Yeah, you know what? You were 100% right. Until you mentioned it, I did not think much of it, but, you know, PT is all about that mining, that early flagging, and truthfully, I think that makes a huge difference.
Mafia really got some into offense. Stop Lobas pushing out. CKY's pushing in with 3 right now. Colossal's at O heavy.
And at A7, we have Meep on a flight pack. We have DP Unborn as Infantries and the Mountain as O Heavy. No doubt. I think Zoetic, personally, in my opinion, was a squad that put together as many USLers as possible. But I mean, like, currently we have, like, what, 3 of them playing, which is nice to see.
Yeah, Zoetic did have quite a few.
Yeah, no doubt. Sov did something good for once, and I was actually proud of him. The Mountain is a USL player, no?
Yes, that is why. I think he's a little better at D-Heavy, but he's replacing Debonair for Pure Talent right now.
Yeah, Debbie's camping as far as I know. I was talking to him on Facebook the other day.
CKY has about 7 guys at home.
Oh, we got the... Oh, yeah,
Not
we
sure
got the
why.
early turtle.
Offense might have gotten cleared. How is their offense doing?
I'm actually watching A7 currently, and I'll probably stick to it, so I have no idea what's going on at the base. But Greed is doing work.
Oh, okay. I think E4 is a little bit to clear the defense. Well, it probably depends on how you play it, but with A7, the chokes are a little different, and there's that elevator. Not many people have played E4 before this season.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I am very shocked that PT is using a power offense as opposed to having having ZMN flagging. Like their OMs as is are doing a pretty fucking good job against the best defense in the league, which is kind of intriguing.
I don't know. JTs historically have not had much success against long bases in general, but A7 in particular.
Totally fair, but we'll see how this goes then. PT is just setting up that A7. Fair enough. PT actually was just set up there shortly, but pretty much all their imps died within one MML span, so they're starting off at the bottom. How's E4 going?
CKY is pushing to the boxes right now, pushing with a full group. I don't know if this is their first push. I haven't been watching. They lost one. It's still even battle at the boxes, getting some ret damage in.
I'm gonna be honest, just watching PT's offense at A7 is they're kind of playing it a little slow. They're not playing as aggressively as they should. The imps on the right, so far it's been Unborn, who's doing a good job, is not really getting much support from the other guys. So, I don't know. This is kind of a mismatch, if anything. No doubt, man. No doubt. Meep is probably the best OM PT has, so
I just realized he wasn't in. I also agree. I don't know why he's not in. I'm sure there's some issue.
No doubt. So the PT offense is currently setting up, but doesn't seem like they're getting anything off. Kills was tranked right off the bat, and Unborn is just pushing in blindly.
It's about the same as CKY. They got some red damage in, but not much pressure. It's about even
it's
battle
not
right
consistent.
now on both sides.
It's not consistent by any means, eh?
They're both running power offenses. It takes time. Yeah, I'd say so.
No.
CKY's outside right now. I think half the time they've been getting pushed outside, but when they do push up, it's pretty productive.
I'm gonna admit though, guys, I don't have much faith in the PT OMs that they currently have in. I may be surprised, but I don't know. I'm just not seeing it with their play style and how overly aggressive they are at the wrong times. I just don't see this as a good thing.
Well, it's not like they had.
Really good.
They ran a decent power offense this season, but I wouldn't say it was. I guess it was near the top, but anyway, I'd put CKY in about the same boat, except for BFN. It's really going to depend on how he leads the offense, both vocally and in the game. That's going to determine how they play and how well they do.
No doubt. Too bad BFN's been a large vagina lately and just wants to play the Infantry. Gosh, what a shame.
Lopez has been running that style all season, just pushing out. You know how Boss used to play, drawing the offenses to split their attention. Right.
Yeah, that FR choke actually makes a difference just by that little bit. It just makes, you know, it changes the game by being that much bigger, in my opinion. Yeah, no doubt. Just a quick update from A7. Sorry, what's that? PT offense has actually been pushing up to the boxes damn near every single time, but they are not sustaining all that much red damage. Their infantries are dying really quick. They are killing silly sword, but they're not, you know, playing to what PT would like to do. They just, you know, they kill them, and then they're, by the time they get up and start setting up for red damage, all the infantries die, whether it's a 1 MG clip or whatever. It's kind of messy in my opinion.
District, I was about to say the same thing. Their imps are pushing up well. They are killing in the hallway and pushing up, but they're just not surviving at the boxes. And for power offense, you're going to need that pressure, and it's not happening right now.
Oh, no doubt. You know, don't get me wrong, there is a few times that they're holding very well, but they always seem to, you know, have the wrong deaths at the wrong time, if you know what I mean by that. It's just a bit messy in my opinion. I don't think really PT has much of a grip of what they want to do here.
CKY switched to a 2-0 heavy offense with Future, aka Mecha, and Colossal. But it looks like, I think it just happened to switch, but they're actually having more trouble pushing into the boxes now.
And no doubt, man, you have to have some strong infantries if you want to push that. PT's kind of going for the FR rush right now. They are a little distracted. They aren't going to even get one red down there. God damn, boys. Just sloppy. Just sloppy play is what's going on at A7. So you guys have an update. PT is pushing in again. We have Meep as JT as opposed to the Mountain Heavy, and I don't know. It's
switch
kind
for
of more or less
switch. I
the
like
same
it.
thing. I'm not feeling it, man. I thought they were being a little more consistent with the O Heavy minus the O Infantry play, but we'll see how it works out.
And we'll see how it plays out. But I just like the fact that both squads switched it up at the same time, almost in response to each other.
No doubt. We have a substitution actually coming up. G is technically illegal, so we'll see about who Z-Man has to put as engineer instead.
Got to be himself, right?
No doubt, Terrence, no doubt.
How's that?
What do you mean by... Yeah, how do you figure? Wow, that was some very good red damage. The PTO imps actually had some really good coordination there. They got down both MGs and only the RTs up. I'm actually just waiting to see what the engineers can do. They're pushing right in the FR. They're ignoring greed, and they're coming in hot. This could potentially be it, guys. Could potentially.
Meep's floating out. Ooh, RT got him.
We got kills ARing Waylander. Oh, and CKY just swung home. CKY just swung home, guys. I think we got a little more to go here.
Infinite's putting up turrets right away. Anyone know his tox count?
I personally don't, but I'd imagine it's really high.
I'll check right now.
And Silly apparently are going to give him like $20 in total if he mines like 500 tox.
He's got 300 tox in the DS. 6 piles of 50.
Not bad for him. And he's actually EBing. It's very rare to see Infinite help out his D-infantries, especially with his power mining technique, but that's a good difference. He's even fucking...
I always knew he could play well. if he plays seriously.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I mean, especially me because of the class that I play. Of course, I'm gonna complain because it makes me look bad. But yeah, you got to do it. I mean, otherwise you're gonna lose.
no doubt.
CKY's offense is fighting in the entrance to the G4 base. I don't know how they even got pushed back that far. It was just Lobas 1 versus 3.
PT's actually right at the top of A7. They're starting to sort of set up for some red damage. Personally, I don't think it's been as consistent since they put in the JT, though. You know, they are.
They should
mixing
stick
it
to
up an
flagging.
extent. You know what, Terrence? I don't know. Right now, with the amount of talks, I almost want to say, you know what, you're 100% right. But by the same token, it's like I really think PT needs to outkill these guys. They are not playing to the weakness of Silly and Greed, and it's not doing them much.
No. Remember, Zoetic did outkill them, and it didn't do anything.
That's a whole nother subject for a whole nother time, Terrence. Don't start.
But no, you're saying that plays to their weakness. I think it plays into their strength. They'll get into the kill battle with you because, like I said before, they have a style that's like their defense bends, but it doesn't break.
Truthfully, I think that mostly applies to their infantries, but you know, it's a hot topic.
It does for sure. I was mainly
I
talking
think
about
it,
that.
yeah, I think it more applies to the infantries than the entire defense, because as long as they have a decent D heavy and a medic and an NG, they'll be fine. They could do all they want, and the offense won't do much. But I mean, the offense could really capitalize on a couple of crucial kills here. It seems like more of a disaster than anything. They just seem to be pushing and trying to do whatever they can without really having much of a game plan.
I don't think they've set up, like had a real setup since they switched to this offense. So 3 to 5 minutes.
PT has actually been doing some good damage, but not much red damage. They've been killing the infantries, all the other classes, but their red damage is really lacking. They're going for more of an FR push, but doesn't seem to be doing much. They're missing crucial grenades, crucial RGs, and it's really, really messy.
And I actually see no reserve talks in Pure Talent's base, the dropship or the base. So, I mean, if they're facing a too heavy offense, that's going to be a weakness for them.
No doubt. I'm pretty sure Infinite still has like 500 plus talks, so PT's definitely on the downfall here on offense.
Really, not until Goku left. And I watched the video as well. Our base never seemed to be in anything past mildly critical until we lost Goku. But I would say the defensive core for our team would be stronger than what PT has.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. The PT Imps, the offense that is, they have really no issue at all pushing up to the boxes. But once they get up there, they can't do fuck all for ret damage, and they're pretty much getting outfought. They're too low energy. They don't ret for each other, and it is just a giant clusterfuck. I have yet to see them even get, you know, a turret in the red since they did this switch. Oh, no doubt. I firmly believe he's probably their best OIMP that they have right now. Besides maybe, you know, low. I'd love to turn all of your attention to A7, but it's pretty much just push and die without very much red damage. They have yet to make a red by any means.
Also,
it's
we didn't mention
sad.
it. The second heavy came out. Mecha came out for Mugen, who is at ONF now for CKY.
Is Sinfane isn't in, right, guys? Oh, by the way,
No.
CKY has finally made a red, and it is all healed up. I find it kind of ironic. You're saying Sinfane isn't spec, and you know he's kind of just calling lag checks when he's pretty much the most experienced flagger in this entire arena. It's kind of unique that he would choose this playstyle. He obviously must favor the power O heavy, but I don't know. I don't know what he's really thinking, truthfully. I would really rather put him in if I was, you know, on that squad. Yeah, it's fair if that's his call. It's just, it doesn't seem to be working out too well.
CKY has switched to a 4-0 inf offense. Colossal went, or changed to Infantry from Heavy. Yeah, killing looks pretty good. Probably their best run in a while. Would you agree that a base like A7 has inherently favors attacking with O heavy as opposed to a JT? I mean, they had Y in the mountain. He was doing okay, but like I said before, I think he favors D heavy. Debonair is not here, so that might have influenced their decision. Yeah, but I'm seeing, I mean, as well, I'm seeing Pure Talon's turrets not fully healed, no reserve tox. We talked about this in the first PL Live with me and BFN. It was kind of the same thing. After runs, he wouldn't heal turrets or even wouldn't put up sentries, favoring fighting instead, which could work, but also has more chance to fail. Right. Pure Talent pulled it out, but I mean, how much longer will they be able to hold out?
I just want to... Go ahead, Albert, and then I'll take over.
Pure Talent was able to take down 2 of the O-Reds pretty quick. There's still an MG up. Still swinging home.
I just want to add, since PT went to the JT offense, they have not gotten a red since, you know, maybe 5-6 minutes ago, and they're really playing to the strengths of the whole bend don't break thing with silly greed. They're not FR rushing, they're trying to do red damage, but they're just getting annihilated, and I'm pretty sure the other offense has to be doing better than this, because this is fucking bad to watch.
For sure, if they're going to run a JT, they should at least rush some of the time.
Yeah, no doubt we may see a change there. I really hope they would switch to Meep to O-Inf. They really need him. He is hands down probably the best O-Infantry they have right now possible. No shit, they're running a O-Heavy infill. That's going to be something else.
CKY has switched off, so they switched out Colossal for Mecha at O-Heavy.
That's kind of an interesting change. Like, I'm not going to say they're both you know, the exact same player, but I'd imagine they play a very similar style with their background from USL. They both have very good aim. I'm kind of surprised they would do that.
I'd agree. I'm not sure what the reasoning was.
PT offense is pushing in, but once again, it's more of a disaster than anything. Silly and Greed are not dying till the boxes. They're giving it pretty much way up to PT. And then PT is not capitalizing on this. They're not getting those clutch kills or anything. It's really messy to watch right now. I'd imagine they would do better, but they're just getting outfought at the boxes every single time.
From my experience, if you're going to run infill heavy, that's what you want. You want them to give the boxes to you, but then you have to push them out of the boxes with the infill. It takes a lot of coordination to run that type of offense. I haven't seen anyone running it this season, so I don't know how it's going to be for talent.
Oh, by the way, Terrence, they actually did switch DP back to Infantry. Doesn't seem to make much of a difference, but yeah, even so, I completely agree. Infill heavy offense takes a lot of coordination. The timing, the killing, it has to be perfect. Otherwise, it's kind of it's brutal, man. The timing is very, very crucial on that, more than any other offense you could run. Good stuff. PT is not got a red yet. They're really struggling here.
Spoke too soon. Yeah, spoke too soon. See ya, Bale. I mean, it'll relieve pressure, so at least they got something out of it.
How's Hessler doing, by the way? Because Waylander's not even flanked once, so I'm kind of curious. Is he playing very aggressive, or what kind of
It's
play
part
style
of
is he
their
going at?
defensive system. Waylander can't be flanking that much with the way Soar and Silly are playing. It's really more important that he deluxe at the right time.
And he's pretty much a DSL, if you ask me. Hey?
Yeah, pretty much. And that's fine. It works.
No doubt, no doubt. He's got a wicked bounty. Go, Waylander, go.
For sure.
good
Hustler's one of
stuff.
the top medics in the league. Sick Tranquilanda right there. Pure Talent taking huge damage though. MG down. Thinking they're gonna swing. Oh no, they're alright. They
PT
swung
almost
2
got a-
OMs.
Oh shit. PT actually almost got a red down. They got it in the yellow finally. That's probably the most red damage they've done in the last little bit. It's kind of a shame. They're really not focus firing or killing at the right time. They're more or less just kind of just trying to wing it, but it's not working against Silly and Greed.
I'm not sure who's leading their offense.
Oh, no doubt there is all sorts of issues, but truthfully, I think the biggest problem with PT's offense right now is their infantries. They're just not working together. They're not getting the kills at the right time. They're not repping for each other, and it's doing more harm than good.
That's really going to hurt Pure Talent's defense, I think. Not that kills is like really bad, but Bale, I think Bale's really good and he works really well with Pure Talent's defense. Kills just came back to the league a few weeks ago. CKY swaying their D heavy and a DMF to offense. Pure Talent swinging home. Zeman's been able to put back up the MGs, and he's repairing a little more now.
Hey guys.
Right.
Guys, honestly, what do you think would be a better advantage right now for PT, to have ZMN as JT and kind of him organizing the offense, or just kind of keep going with the regular flow that they're trying to do? What do you guys think? No doubt, eh? PT's actually getting some consistent rat damage finally. I'd love to tell you some amazing thing about how A7 is super interesting, but it's not by any means. PT is still running the power offense. Once again, they're...
He dropped that MG turret right on Hustler. That was really nice.
How did I get stuck watching this boring base? Honestly, guys, what the fuck did I do wrong in my life to be watching this shit show?
I mean, Infinite he still has 6 piles of 50 tox in the DS, and I'm sure he won't build O-Reds unless he has that reserves. Right, but you want them to actually help the offense too. I think they're in an okay spot. It's really the timing on it when they're built and him protecting them. Yeah, you kind of have to. You don't want those reds to just stay up.
No doubt, especially in the hallway. That is probably the worst thing to possibly have, is the infantry is face rets in the hallway.
CKY's got 5 on offense.
We may see a ret come down here, guys. We may. It's looking really good for CKY.
Pure Talent defense getting pushed way back. Oh, RT's down. They got it. It was good effort by CKY. I think he just built an RT. There it is.
Pete.
But pure talent offense is during red damage themselves. There's no one
No
at
doubt,
CKY.
they are just they
RT's
dropped
down.
the RT. They're going for that MG. MG is down. They're going for
I like
the
that.
last MG.
Made them
All
pay for
Rets are
swinging.
down minus the plasma, so no doubt CKY really paid for that swing right there. CKY is actually swinging home, by the way. They have Mafia, BFN, and Colossal back home currently. No doubt, man. That's the most ret damage PT got in, and they fucking made it swift, man. They got all those rets down, and they made her count.
But Infinite can rebuild 3 times over already.
He's honestly, I wish he would play a little more aggressive and, you know, make a few kills count. He's such a passive D heavy that it's, I don't know, I think it's such a waste. He could really help his defense out by helping out, you know, with a couple good pushes here and there as opposed to always being the last guy out. I think it's such a disappointment. I think he'd do way better and help him out, but it's my call.
Well, the other side of that coin is if you have a D-heavy like Exodus, the D-heavy for CKY, he plays incredibly aggressive, but a lot of times he'll take a bad death or just generally be out of position, whereas Spark is more of a solid anchor, and you also need that on defense.
Totally fair, but how many rets is CKY lost compared to PT right now? We've lost 3 on the CKY defense. How is PT doing?
Not sure how many total lost. I mean, not that many.
Terrence, it's got to be way more than that, if not double. Come on.
I mean, yeah, it's more, but not that many more. I don't think. I'm not saying he for sure shouldn't be aggressive. I don't think he's the problem, is what I'm saying.
No doubt, no doubt.
I mean, if Z-Men had the talks that Infinite had, they'd be equal. That's the only difference, really. Because Z-Men doesn't have talks reserves that I can see.
Yeah, fair enough. I think a lot of that helps out when your D-heavy pushes out and actually kills shit instead of laying back, you know. That's my opinion, though, just to discredit you.
I take no offense.
Well, I'm not trying to be a dick, Terrence, but I'm just, I don't know. I think, you know, playing against an aggressive D-heavy is that much tougher than a passive one at that. You know, be honest, we've never really had much of a hard time killing Spark. He can aim, he can do his shit, but I mean, you never feel that, you know, that necessity to fucking fall back against Spark as opposed to, you know, someone like Exodus. It's really not trying to be a dig against him. I'm just, that's just the way I feel, man. I don't know.
Well, if we're being honest, I never had much of a hard time killing any D-heavy. But,
oh, okay.
like I'm saying, each player has their own style. It's okay.
Whoa, Terrence, you don't have to trash everyone here. Jesus, boy.
I'm just boasting with self-confidence.
We all know you're good. You don't have to do this, man. You don't have to. Oh, jeez.
Anyway, CKY offense got pushed out a little bit. They're regrouping. Kind of the same damage or level of damage they've been having all game. Some, but nothing significant, really.
I'd love to tell you something great about the PT offense, but right now it's been damn near stagnant, man. They always push up and get a couple kills, but they can't do any sort of decent ret damage. Their O infantries are dying way too early in the boxes. They're not repping for each other. In my opinion, this is the worst case scenario that PT could ask for, and it's fucking happening. It's not just a nightmare anymore.
I agree. As time goes on, I think CKY would have the advantage as opposed to P.
No doubt, no doubt. I mean, fair enough. I don't know, man. I'm really shocked that ZMN didn't switch it up and throw himself in as JT. He would actually have a pretty good chance at this, but instead, you know, G lagged out. So what do you do? But, I mean, he really should have switched it up. I still think ZMN is the best chance for this offense. He really needs to organize this.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. G would be eligible by now.
Oh, no doubt he is. Bale's already back in, but...
Actually, I just checked him. He has 6.83 packet loss.
Okay, never mind. He probably won't be
Probably can't get
eligible
rid
then.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, it's such a shame watching this. This is like the most pitiful offense possible. But what do you do, man? That's your lineup, and you gotta make the best of it, right?
Then that means, all that means is this game is going to be decided by swings. Who has the best and most well-timed swing?
Oh, no doubt. But honestly, if I had to guess who's gonna have the better swings right now, I'm gonna say CKY. Their defense is way more organized than this damn offense. It's not even
Yeah, I
fun
don't
to watch
disagree
right
at
now.
all.
By the way, Dino, just for shits and giggles, what was your prediction for this match? Who did you think was going to win? Speak.
Well, I'll be making it up just now.
What? You didn't have one before the match? That's filthy.
I actually don't care for predicting matches that much.
Are you serious? I sensed a little bit of a hint of sarcasm when you just said that.
No, I'm serious. I just don't care for it. I find it a fruitless endeavor.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so make it up on the spot. Who do you think's going to win this one as it's going right now?
If I were saying this before the match started, I mean, I would still say CKY. Even on paper, I'd probably put them as having the advantage. They're defending A7. It's a better base than E4 in most aspects, I'd say. Depends on how you play it. And even if I were considering what's happened in the game so far, like we said before, as the game drags on, becomes more of a war of attrition, CKY has that advantage as well.
No doubt, eh? Dino with the big words. Love it. Attrition. Love it. You know what? I'm still sticking with CKY as I did with, in my pre-game prediction with Albert there. But I mean, the PT offense has so much potential. I feel it's wasted, man. Their O infantries aren't repping for each other. They're taking so much unnecessary damage. Don't get me wrong.
Went down.
Yes, yeah. No doubt, no doubt. They finally took down a ret, but I mean, it's still pitiful, you know. And if you actually, you know, pay attention to Infinite's talks, what does he have, like fucking 400 right now? What's 1 RT? It's a real disappointment. They need to be a lot more consistent. They need to hold at those top box chokes, because otherwise it's just going to be a shit show like it currently is, and I'm not happy with that.
I see 4 piles of, I don't know, one of them's 200, so he has 250 in the DS. He probably took some to build with him. So yeah, he's maintained 250 the whole game. Oh, yikes! Man, what do you say to that, District?
Subs have started to be release his time.
That is the worst case scenario. At least it's E4. E4 is going to be easier to push in here. Maybe. It depends if they split them up outside. That's what it's going to come down to. Let's see it. Unborn's outside. Lobus is outside harassing SL. Lobus is down. He's holding at least one infantry back still. Unborn is. Yeah, let's see how it goes at the boxes. Ooh, they're losing numbers at the boxes. Not good. Captain Axe is outside. They have to start over. Wait, did they get a flag out? They did. Infinite. How? I saw him die. Thought I saw him die. If ETB, that's a pretty clutch play, yeah. I got confirmation in chat he did TB out. That's got to be a gut punch to pure talent.
Thank you. Wow! Wow, I really missed a lot of my little pee break. I am impressed. I did not expect that out of PT. That's awesome to hear. That's the best momentum swing they could possibly get right now. No doubt, it looks like PT's trying to do a 10-man D, but it's, I don't know, I think it's going to be a little fruitless because CKY has Axidus, Greed, and Waylander home with a flag and full ret setup, so...
For sure, I can't see why CKY would be interested in going 10-man with all the talks they have. They'd want to play it safe,
no
I'm
doubt.
thinking.
No doubt.
For sure. Infinite has 4 stacks of 50 in the DS. They did put in Sinfane. I don't know if this was for 10-man O or if they're switching up their offense again. Why that is.
I'd imagine that'd be a very slow shift if that's what they're doing for 10-man. I think that's going to have to be their new offensive strategy, while PT is still trying to run the power offense, and with not much luck right now, in my opinion.
I didn't see what happened to CKY's base the first time. I just switched over as Rets were already down.
No shit. I'd love to say good things about the PT offense right now, but don't get me wrong. They are consistently getting up to the boxes every single push. They are doing red damage, but it's nowhere near enough for what they want to do. They're just getting outplayed, and it really doesn't help that Infinite has so much tox. It's gonna hurt PT more than anything, truthfully.
Well, no problem, Albert. What I was going to say was, you don't have to run the NG out of Tox if you're running an O-heavy offense. Really, you just need to take down all the Rets and then clear or flag their base before it gets back up. Generally, I favor the second option because most NGs will be able to mine more than they'll take in damage.
No doubt, no doubt. But, like, for example, hey. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, they just took down the RT, but Infinite has more than enough tox to make, another fucking 5 of them. So to me, it's kind of fruitless. It's like, they're doing good. They are, but they had such a slow start to the game that they lost a lot of momentum.
PT is swinging huge numbers to offense.
And CKY is swinging home. Yeah, CKY is swinging home. They have Colossal and BFN at home.
I see Sinfane foot flanking. Did they get cleared on offense? Yeah. I see Captain Axe flying back to E4.
Yeah, you betcha, buddy. Yeah, they missed a couple crucial kills there, but... Honestly, this strategy, especially when you have a silly and greed with the whole bend don't break thing and Infinite mining a huge amount, it's only helping them right now. PT really needs to change it up. I think they need to push for the flag room rush. They really need to get one of the D infantries or someone to get a flag and try to maximize on that, because right now they're just getting outplayed. It's not looking good, man. They're doing consistent red damage, but they're not doing anything to win, if you know what I mean. It's kind of boring.
Yeah, CKY's in the street, way spread out.
Dino, what was that saying you had way back in the day? Hit the streets, bro, or something like that. Oh, how'd it go?
Let's get the streets.
Get the streets. There we go. I fucking missed those
It was
days.
my call for defense to push out after a clear.
Sure. As a no infantry, I just took it as we fucking suck. Let's get on those roads and push back. We actually have ZMN swinging an offense here. This seems to be doing some good. ZMN landed a couple clutch haze, but truthfully, the PT offense is not doing all that good red damage. Infinite's home.
I'm
He's
thinking
keeping RT alive.
ZMN is putting his faith in his defense to hold back the CKY JT offense, and he's going to help his offense out more. And he's good at doing that. He had some pretty good swings in the matches I've seen him play NG at.
Oh, no doubt. That's a great game plan if you can actually execute it. I completely agree with what you just said, though. Yeah.
It's working. CKY's offense is in the streets again.
Get in the streets, bro. I'm sorry, Dino. Don't hate me after this.
It's all good, dude.
I don't know. Yeah, if ZMN actually... You know what I would do if I was him in this situation, truthfully? As O engineers swinging, fuck it. When the PT offense is set up, if I was him, I would just actually push. I wouldn't even bother EB. I would just go in there and toss as many grenades as I can and, try to fuck up that defense and hopefully get a lucky kill on Infinite. I don't know if that's truthfully the best thing they could do, but that's just my opinion as it stands. And by the way, it looks like Greed switched to P6. He's taking a lot of RGs, keeping high energy. And the PT offense has not clicked in on that yet, sadly, but we'll see what happens here shortly.
What's the main differences between P6 and Kara for a DM at a base like A7?
Honestly, I think it's just about taking explosive damage like RGs as opposed to shotgun. Good stuff. Good stuff for him. That's good to hear.
It's like Zeman paid for swinging offense. I don't know if he could have done anything in that situation.
Oh, no doubt. They're just, I don't know, on offense, they're not doing enough. They are putting consistent pressure, but it's not enough to, you know, force a turtle or anything like that at the right time to help them out. Oh, no doubt. No doubt, Albert. Their entire offense just consistently takes way too much damage at that choke. It's sad. Though they obviously get that box no matter what. It's just, how long do they last up there for? Not long at all. And now, Dino, just to answer your question, I mean, as an infantry playing against D infantry, whether it's P6 or Kara, I honestly think the biggest difference is just how much, explosive damage it could take. If they can take 3 RGs, they're pretty much fucking P6. It's a guarantee. You know, if they're shotgunning you and you're shotgunning them back and they're not stopping their shotgun, they're still going, they're pretty much Kara. And, you know, it just kind of, it ruins the ebb and the flow of the offense. It ruins your, your ability to finish. It's minor differences, but it does add up. As a infantry against a Kara DM, you only need to really land like 3-4 good shotguns, switch to double RG, you'll kill him. But I mean, against a P6 OM, you just have to stick to that shotgun and hope that he doesn't geyser, otherwise you're gonna get fucked. I think that's the best way of putting it, in my opinion. But someone will obviously correct me once they hear this recording.
Nah, I think it's pretty spot on. CKY split up. And in the base.
PT should be doing good red damage here, but they're not making it happen. CKY has actually swung BFN home, and that's all they needed right now. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. They're just playing to PT's weakness right now. It's kind of a shame that their guys... Oh, jeez. You know what's funny about PL? I know this sounds ridiculous, guys, but it's always the little things, right? It's that bad death as a D infantry or the wrong ret placement as an NG, and that's pretty much the entire downfall of your offense or defense. I think that's why I really enjoy this game. It's super little things that make the biggest difference. I don't know how you guys feel, but that's just my opinion. Yeah,
or
no
like
doubt.
where there's a situation where, I mean, type of situation that doesn't happen that often. You have to make a call based on what you know about, your current surroundings and that sort of thing. Where an experienced player would flourish, type of situation.
I almost felt like that was a compliment, kind of geared towards me, Terrence. I actually got really excited there.
Definitely not towards you. I guess it depends if you're drunk or sober.
Well, yeah, Yeah, PD swung pretty much their entire offense, but as you said, they did not do much red damage at all. A lot of their swings are just bad timed, and they're honestly getting outplayed by the CK defense. Whoever's leading the CKY defense, which I'm assuming is Silly, is doing a great job of timing everything. He's fucking perfect right now. I mean, PT really needs to step it up tenfold if they actually want to win this. Because as it stands, they don't even know what fucking armor the Infantries are wearing, and that's the worst situation to be in my opinion. No doubt, man. No doubt. Yeah, no doubt. They only have a Spark and a Hustler home, but I mean, damn, man, they're just not capitalizing on, you know, the 5v5. Between me and you, I've always felt, you know, if you can consistently put a bunch of pressure on that 5v5, that you just make those swings count when you actually do call them. Because otherwise, you're pretty much, you know, you're swinging into a fucking engineer with full talks and, you know, a disaster, to put it nicely. It's just their 5v5 just let the defense get such a good big head start that it's not helping them, man. PT really needs to fucking change it up. I think they need to start doing some JT offense, get a flag, get it to the Infantry, and then do red damage, because otherwise, I don't think this is going to be enough to win. I don't know. It might take a lucky flank or a lucky death here and there, but I really think PT needs to switch up.
While they swung, they did.
Oh, jeez. Horrible situation to be in. Truthfully, dude, I've never really NG'd ever, so I couldn't comment, but I'd imagine that'd be a bad situation to be in. Oh, okay, was it an energy issue or something like that?
He's been keeping talks on his person. None in the dropship, though. The mountain doing work. I don't think it's gonna go down. Uh-oh. PT offense cleared. Right. Pure talent pushing into A7 right now. Yeah, now that one's gonna die. Even if they don't get clear, they're gonna get pushed into the streets, and then CKY is gonna swing.
Hit the streets.
Kills just died 2 times the same way. Yeah, Bezos
Honestly,
running
guys,
for his life.
Honestly, guys, I don't want to be really critical, but I feel like the PTOMs are just really struggling as a group right now. You know, they're missing out on little things like, you know, what armor the Infantries are using and whatnot, and it's really hurting them. Like, guys, how many kills does it take to, you know, realize how many, or sorry, what armor the Infantries are using? Like, this is really a fucking waste. I really think they could do better, and it's a shame that they don't adjust. They're just, you know, using the wrong weapons on the wrong infantry at the wrong time, and it's really hurting them. I think they could do better.
Hustler with a good TB applying pressure to CKY's offense.
No doubt.
I don't disagree.
No, he's fucking solid, guys. Fuck, he does little things like facing the right way on the TB flank. I don't see any other men doing that.
Loba's doing the same thing we saw last time we did PL Live with PT. Just running in straight lines. Doesn't care who's shooting him. He wrecked him! Oh my goodness!
Fucking Lobas, eh? What a little cunt that he would do that. PT offense is still taking dumb deaths. It's a shame over here.
CKY is in the same boat. Mafia just ran into a pack of grapes. I saw a Colossal die in the streets to mines.
Does anyone want to switch bases? Because this is kind of getting boring for me. I don't even know what to commentate on.
I've been flipping back and forth. We can switch if you want.
No, it's all good. It's just, I don't know. I find it ironic. Like, I hate bringing this up again, but the PTOMs are not adjusting properly. They are not playing to their strengths. They still have no clue what armor Sylvie or Greed are using, and it's really showing, man. They're getting dumb deaths, and it's brutal, man. It's fucking brutal.
Hey, Albert, do you know if Z-Man has left the game? Because I see Meep at NG right now.
He will be leaving shortly because he has work. He will be.
I mean, I'm thinking he's at least starting to get ready for work, because I saw him log off, then log back on. And again, Meep is not on offense. He's at NG right now. I don't
The
see
reason
G
he
logged on.
Terrence, the reason he logged off and on was just trying to resetting his connection, just to help with lag. He doesn't have to leave, I think, for another like 20 minutes or so. But yeah, you're 100% right. He really has to leave soon, and truthfully, I think that's going to be the downfall of pure talent right there. I really wish they would have won with, you know, a JT offense, but I don't think it's going to happen, man. They're just getting fucking steamrolled, and I think CKY is going to put together a really good swing right here.
I don't know, they're dropping pretty fast. For pure talent, the only other injury they have is Lobas. So they're taking a hit on an off OM for a DM.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. You'd rather keep Lobas as DM than engineer, truthfully. CKY defense is quiet, by the way. Sulu Anchor's just kind of dropping mines and walking around. Terrence, no, I've not been keeping up with subs until it really matters.
It just happened.
Though. Yeah, it just changed up. Terrence, I was just gonna ask you, like, what would you do if you were in ZMN's position right now? What would be your play style? What kind of subs would you do? Like, speak to me. What would you do to fix this up?
Yeah, I think you asked before. I didn't get a chance to answer. It's hard to answer without picturing myself on Pure Talent, but if I'm looking from ZMN's perspective, yeah, I'd put confidence in ZMN's own JT or Meep's JT and work with a 3M JT offense. But like I said, you gotta rush or mix in rushes if you're gonna run that offense.
No, that's totally fair. Great call. By the way, there has been a substitution for Pure Talent. We have VC going in for Bale because Bale has 9.25 P loss of some sort.
Man.
That's going to be a big hit. Honestly, guys, I think that's going to be a huge thing for the CKY offense. They should be able to capitalize on this.
Vince is lagging as well. He's lagging, I'm sure, worse.
Oh,
he's
Jesus
coming out for sure.
Christ.
This is funny.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah, it's brutal. Oh, God, I wish they would just put Bale back in, because this is brutal.
Pure Talent.
God,
RT just went down. CKY has 4 rets.
Oh, yeah, CKY is just dominating that. A7 is silent. You could hear Crooked in there right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking Pure Talent's going to need help at home.
No doubt. Fucking A. Where?
Yeah, they still have 9 players in. Not good.
They don't have anyone else to go in for Vince right now. I think that's the biggest issue.
Is the mountain lagging as well?
I don't know.
Ping looks fine. Kills is out as well.
We have Ron coming in as God knows what class. But honestly, PT's doing a good job on defense. They're still holding up. CKY did not take advantage of that by any means, and it's kind of a shame right there. Personally, I think that's a bad call right now, but you never know, right? I'm pretty sure as soon as they go to 10-man, what's his name, Infinite there, can set up a bunch of O-rets in the hallways, and that will more or less, fuck up that whole 10-man. So we'll see. I don't know. That's just my opinion, though.
Well, the idea is to roll their base before that, I think.
No doubt, but I mean, having O-rets makes a huge difference on 10-man, especially if you place them well, like, down a long hallway or whatever. It really helps. It really helps with getting really regrouped, especially if you're down, a couple players and whatnot. So,
yeah.
We'll see if they make the best of it.
They put Leak in. I don't think he's played a game all season. And like Albert said, they put Ron in. He just now showed up within the last few minutes. So they're for sure having trouble with lag checks. They're still pushing CKY offense way far, though. They're in the top base, the E2 base.
Yeah, Mixum is he's being right on point with reffing. Like, I could not disagree with anything he has done so far. But I mean, it really sucks to get a couple guys called out for lag outs and whatnot here and there. But what do you do if that's what you see? I don't know. I think he's perfect. He's doing a great job. He's calling it as it is, and that's all you can ask as a ref, right?
Maybe this is what they need. I saw Ron going to mine. He's a great miner. Lobos is actually mining himself right now. Picked up about 20 talks.
Oh no. Oh no. Lobas the miner, eh?
He was so close to that minefield, he just stopped by on his way back.
No doubt. That is such a Lobas move. Oh, no doubt, Albert. The little things make the biggest difference. It's not even funny, especially in this damn game.
And Lobos goes on to push out solo, single-handedly stopping CKY's offense from setting up.
Look at this. Fuck. I'm sorry, I had to watch E4. I was getting bored at A7. He's doing great.
Will he get out? Ah, close. That was a good track.
They completely missed the medic the entire time, and that one sentry. Honestly, if I was them...
Wheelander did a good job of moving around.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. But you know what? Hey, if I had the time to make that call, I would say, you know what? Get the flag, get someone on defense to hold it, and then after that we'll do some ret damage. And after that we'll go for a push. Nice. PT offense is trying another FR rush, but no dice right now.
I vastly prefer what they're doing now, though, especially if they're going to be swinging.
Yeah.
Looks like Lobos got it under control.
PT offense is actually... Oh yeah, look at that. They have 2 rets red. Oh, 1 MG down. Great stuff. Yeah, you bet. If I was PT, I would leave that one. I'd leave it. Leave that for the fucking 10-man just in case. Yeah, hopefully they don't grab it.
Pure talent taking damage. RT down.
I just want to add, Mixum is doing a great job single-handedly reffing this match. Like, this motherfucker is right on point. This is really nice to see, guys.
Ron has 50 talks in the DS, and that's already more than G or ZMN has had. He just grabbed it though, so he's gonna have to go mine again. Yeah, no change. Oh, CKY offense pushing way in. Uh-oh, another MG down. This is bad. Lobos and Bale holding up. Really good job by them. Ron putting an MG up. CKY is going to have a pretty good push here. Lobos is down. I don't see Bale either. Bale just attached. MG down. Rocket's taking damage though, and PT doesn't have that much tox. That's another advantage to mining a whole lot. If you don't actually take down the turret, then it's a little consequence. But at the same time, PT swinging to O somehow. Not doing too much though. They're getting killed in the hallway. ZMN was a tad laggy there. At least from what I saw. CKY pushing in with 2. At A7, Pure Talent offense pushing way in, but not doing too much.
There is fuck all going on at A7 base.
It's like a 3 versus 3 and 7 versus 7 right now. CKY having a decent push. They swung their D heavy. See how much red damage they can do.
PT really needs to put a lot more pressure on the offense. Right now, it's not doing any justice. They're still lacking O heavy, or sorry, D heavy and D infantry at home.
PT's
So
RT down.
Oh, PT's going for the flag room rush here, guys. We'll see what happens here shortly. ZMN may get out with a flag right now. Never mind, he got tranked. He's done.
Any red damage?
They went for pure flag room. Pure flag rush. They did not even really pay attention to the Rets at all.
Okay. Yeah, even though CKY has been getting pushed out even to the streets pretty regularly, they're still keeping pressure on Pure Talent's tox count.
Oh, no doubt. That constant pressure makes a big difference when whether you look at it as a good thing or a bad thing. It's really good. In my opinion. What am I talking about?
I'm thinking they got cleared. They're swinging home.
ZMN is going in by himself right now. We'll see what happens.
Okay, they're just doing an 8-man defense then.
God, Meep just fucking destroyed the O heavy. They're sort of setting up for red damage, but their Imps died way too early.
Still, though, at least their offense is doing something as opposed to stagnating.
I don't know, Dino. I'm kind of wanting to watch the CKY offense instead. I mean, just watching them try to kill someone like Greed when they don't even know what his armor is it's sad, man. They should be doing much better than this. It's really an embarrassment.
They still got 3 fighters up. PT's gonna swing home. This is really bad. Right.
Gosh, just looking at the difference, I'm pretty sure CKY is going to win this at this point. PT's offense is not doing fuck all, and you know, just watching between bases. There's no comparison, guys. I really think CKY really wants this, and they're gonna have it soon.
Well, PT's again pushing out into the streets. Let's see how much talks Ron has mined. 2 MGs
No
up.
doubt. No RT, man. Doesn't look like he has enough talks.
It's true.
He may have some in dropship. What about Ron? Does Ron have enough to put up RT or what? Oh, okay. If I was CKY right now, I would say fuck it and just swing Silly and Greed too.
Meep is mining that spot at E5 below the bottom hill.
No doubt.
He just flew there to pick up that tox.
Fucking Meep, eh?
Talk about desperation.
CKY is not getting enough red damage on that swing in Moe. They should have done
PT
better,
doesn't want to
in my
lose
opinion.
either.
Yeah, no doubt. They're gonna obviously make this into a fucking stale match, but I mean, damn, guys, you gotta make something happen on offense. PT is finally mounting a battle at A7. They're going after Greed. We'll see what happens here. They're not landing any RGs after he got EB'd 3 times.
Hey, don't talk so much trash, District. They're unspec'd, and we're watching.
Terrence, I'm being
Yo.
a neutral party. Don't you start, boy.
I'm just speaking the truth.
No, you're right, but I'm trying to give a fucking fair analysis. God damn, it's...
Yeah, I don't disagree with your analysis. Just saying.
I don't know, man. I think PT really needs to switch it up with their infantries or something. Their game plan against Silly and Greed is... It's just not going to cut it, man. They really need to step up in their killing. They need to be quicker. They need to be more efficient. They need to, you know, do little things like make RGs count. And right now, I don't see that on PT, especially on their offense. It's boring to watch, truthfully. Sorry for being such a dick, guys, but that's my opinion.
I hope everyone rages at you on the forums.
Oh, they probably will. They probably will. I hope Albert does edit this out, but I kind of don't think he will. I mean, nah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't blame you. I don't know, man. I just expect so much better out of that offense. They have so much experience there. They should know what to do and when, but they're fucking up on the smallest things, and it's really fucking them up, truthfully.
Pure Talon's base is holding. Match ain't over yet.
I hope Zitzman gets his shit together, because this is getting a bit rough. Zitzman really needs to come up with a better game plan for his offense. Like, they're running by red rats and not killing them. They're going for like pure... No,
they didn't run by those rats. They were throwing
Terrence,
grenades.
Terrence, before you talk, okay? We both played OM. Nice. Terrence,
Numbers are holding, though. Yeah.
Terrence, we both played OM. We know that, you know, if you see a red rat, you're going to kill it. But it just seems like that whole offense is just completely ignorant to what's going around them and just kind of going in blindly by whatever sort of leading they have.
I'm not saying it was flawless, but from what I saw, they were running in, they threw grenades, but they went in with the intention of TDing out. It just happened that they did a decent amount of red damage. I think
but
they should mix it
Terrence-
up. They need to take down some turrets as well, even if they're trying to TD out.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. You're 100% right there, Terrence. Nice.
I didn't catch it.
No, I didn't either. But honestly, Terrence, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. But by the same token, you know, you'd think they'd have the awareness to, you know, kill a ret when it's, you know, at 30 HP, which is what? 1 frag, 1 RG on an MG? Truthfully.
Infinite was at CKY's offense just now, but he flew your TB'd back. I don't know what he was trying to do. Yeah.
Honestly, Infinite has been playing as much home as possible. This is the most help I've ever seen him give. I mean, this motherfucker's shooting EB for once. Yeah. Did you watch any of his missed EBs? Like, he's at the boxes and he only shoots one down the chunk, the other two come back.
CKY offense pushing in again.
PT offense is
No,
honestly,
I'm thinking if they
ZMN
went
is
for the
not-
clear earlier. Oh, nice.
Honestly, guys, ZMN is, he's pretty much being left out to dry. His OMs are not playing with, you know, his strategy. He almost got a flag, but instead got killed by a ret, and it pretty much just sabotaged his entire plan. It's brutal, guys. It's brutal. I really need to switch someone with bases, because I don't know what I can commentate on here.
Alright, just watch E4. I'll watch.
Alright, well, we're switching then. You take E4.
I see
take
DP
E4.
at
Good luck with
infill.
these.
DP not timed with the JT at all. Probably going to get pushed out. Right. Not a good run for PT offense. I feel like if they're going to have the infill in, they for sure need to go for TD out. PT defense. Uh-oh. Yeah, about to get cleared. Can they swing home? Flags out. Yeah, this transition is really going to be huge. Those are huge. That was a really huge play at the boxes, killing those two imps. BFN in future. Man. Not even right now. Matters what these attaches are like. Nice play by Bezo. Nice plays by Pure Talent right here. Too soon. Still 3 up, 5 up for CKY. Nope, base is not down yet. Oh, nice. Nice push by, was that the infill for PT? I can't tell. They're doing a good job so far. Another nice play by, that was Hustler. Nice. I hope we're on mind. MG up. BFN rejoined for some reason. Might be lagging, I don't know. He's not in the game. No one in the base yet for CKY. Oh man. Yikes. RT is up. All turrets up for pure talent. Oh man. Very slow start. This is really bad for them. This pushes everything. Let's see it. PT had 3 infills in. It's a nice hold by PT. I think that's it. Oh, no, they're back up. Very nice play by the infills on PT. That's it. Good game. Very nice.
And that's your match, guys. Jesus. Who's the MVP?
I don't know. What do you think, District?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Meep. Meep did really good, but honestly, I can't believe PT won that because there were so many times where the CKY defense was consistently shutting down their offense, but, you know, with JT offense, it only takes one lucky push, and that's it.
Totally true.
Truthfully.
I mean, I'm surprised that the JT offense did so well so quickly. I don't know if I should say quick. It was a long match. But just the fact that they turned the tide so much from what it was when they ran the O-heavy offense attacking A7. And I saw a lot of PT players, support class players, having really good plays. Hustler, I think, killed 1 or 2 people with a point-blank frag when they were trying to get the flags out of A7. Beso killed someone as squad leader. Just really good plays by a lot of their support class players.
No doubt. I'm actually surprised PT won, but man, they played a hell of a good game. Their offense sucked, but their defense carried them the entire time. Goddamn. For the majority of that match, that offense could not do shit, and it's very surprising to see them win. But you know, they deserved it. They worked for it. Even though CKY put in way more time than they did, you know, they came out with the victory, and that's all that counts, right?
Yeah, they played a good game.
So joining us for our post-game interview, we have Silly Wanker and ZMN. We're going to start it out with ZMN. Z, how do you feel after that win?
Well, Albert, first and foremost, thank you guys for you reffing a great match and conducting PL Live and these post-game interviews. It really does a lot for the league. But most importantly, we feel great. We believe it's well-deserved. We had a great time. Kudos to CKY for putting up a hell of a match. And, as a captain, I couldn't be prouder. And as a pure talent member and a fellow squaddie, I couldn't be happier.
Hey Zed, so first of all, you know I'm your biggest critique. I spent a little bit of time on your squad there, and honestly, my question, more or less of a question, I guess, is, when do you feel was the biggest turning point? Because, before you answer, hold on. I want to say that, you guys switch up your offense multiple times. For the first little bit, you ran that power O heavy shit, and your OMs were getting outfought. Then you switched to OJT, and then you guys were just kind of stagnant because your OMs wouldn't follow you, nor would you get a ret down or even a flag. And then after that, you actually switched back to O heavy, and then you finally switched back to JT offense. And I'm just curious, what took so long to get your offense in the swing? Because in my opinion, it shouldn't have taken that long, man. What was the biggest hindrance to your offense, I guess is my question.
Well, it sounds like there were some backhanded compliments in there, but I'll move forward. It took us a little while to get into a groove, per se. Some of the times when we changed offense, the offense's play style, it wasn't by choice. It was because we had to deal with players being lagged out or respect for lag or disconnecting or having high P loss, something along those lines, and we had to adapt. And, that kind of sums up what PT is overall. And, we're a squad that knows how to survive and how to adapt and overcome. The biggest turning point for us is when the first time we started 10-man defense and we got all the flags out of A7. As I alluded to earlier, CKY puts up a hell of a defense, and it wasn't until that point when we started 10-man D the first time that it really was a confidence boost to us that, hey, you know what, this can be done. This defense can be beat. And with Greed and Silly Wanker and the amount of chemistry they have, we were trying to figure out different ways to keep them on edge, throw them off point. If you run the same offense against them for too long, they're going to get too comfortable, and quite frankly, it'll get a little boring. So we wanted to keep things interesting. We wanted to keep things alive, and we tried to keep the momentum going as much as possible. But CKY put up a heck of a fight, and but thankfully we were able to overcome.
No doubt, eh? By the way, I'd like to compliment you on your political speaking. I just want to say, truthfully, between me and you, man, I know the rest of the entire PL community is going to hear this, but, there's by no means that you guys overpowered that defense. You just got lucky a couple times, but goddamn, man, the few times you guys did get lucky in the later part of the matches, you made it count, and honestly, that's all that matters. So, you know what, Z-Man, good job, man. Congratulations on your first PL ring, and I'll turn it over to Z-Man. Just keep it up, and I can't wait to play against you next season.
Well, thank you very much.
Hey, Z-Man, this is Dinobot. District talked more about your offense, so I'll talk about the defense. I noticed most of the game, I would say Pure Talent was kind of struggling with mining. Never saw any reserve talks in the DS. You were putting Rets back up for the most part. I think you were engineer most of the game. G started. I think he lagged out. You played most of it, and then Ron came in at the end. You were putting Rets up, so I guess you had talks on your person, but were you just wanting to fight more than mine, or was the pressure from CKY offense just too much?
Well, in reality, they did decent turret damage, but when you actually look at it, not many turrets were taken down. It wasn't until the near end that when they were constantly swinging the D-heavy to the offense that we really started taking massive turret damage. But their offense was good at fighting, but they weren't good at finishing. So there was never much of a threat or enough pressure that really, would force me to, Asian-style mine and reserve 300 talks. And, in reality, just being honest, that's not necessarily my play style. I like to, I'll reserve 50 talks, hold it in the flag room. I'll hold about 100, 120 on my person. And typically I'm able to fight and prevent turret damage instead of having to mine and count on rebuilding and rebuilding and rebuilding and rebuilding. And, for the most part, that actually benefited us. And there weren't many times I was struggling to mine or low on talks. And, for the most part, I thought our defense played pretty well, even considering Bell was spec'd 2 or 3 times, Vince Carter was spec'd, G was spec'd, I had to go in, then Meep was NG, then Ron was NG. We had a lot of things working against us, and I think not having a talks reserve was the least of our worries, because between the 4 engineers that played that game, I thought we did pretty good defending.
Right. I agree with the fact that y'all did face a lot of adversity with players getting spec'd for lag or otherwise dropping from the game. Um, I would say that one of the main things that allowed your defense to hold up was the DMs, particularly Lobus. Uh, he was charging out most of the game. He's been doing that most of the season. We did the PO Live before where I commented on that, but here it really helped. He utilized the E4. It's got an entrance right into the streets, so it's very easy to push out, disrupt that CKY offense, especially when they switched to the JT offense. They were in the streets quite a bit, and I think him buying that time, relieving that pressure, helped you guys hold up. What would you say was the overall key to your defense holding up against CKY?
Well, one of the greatest things about our defense is that defense that showed tonight, minus the engineer debacle we had. I mean, that's pretty much the defense we've had all season. And Lobus is a huge contributor. I call him United Kingdom's finest. And he plays super aggressive when he calls, and that's a good thing because he constantly has reps when he comes back after dying, and he knows how to push out. He lags just enough to keep him alive and to have those strong push out. Hustler has the world's best timed teleport beacons. He knows how to pressure the squad leader. He knows when to kill the squad leader. He knows when just to push him out. And then when you tie all Lobus's aggressiveness, Hustler's perfectly timed TBs, and you have Spark, who is forever and always going to be an anchor at that defense. So no matter what Lobus is doing, no matter what Hustler is doing, you know that somebody's always going to be home. We're not going to get clear. That's not going to happen. Spark's always going to anchor. He's always going to clean up everybody that's attacking him. And Bale's the perfect finisher when you throw that in there. Bale's the perfect guy who knows how to float. He knows when to AR. He knows how to when to RG and finish off the people that Lobus drains. So it's a wonderful team composition, and they all know how to play well together. Communication is impeccable on defense. Spark and Hustler are constantly giving updates as to where the offense is, what the red count is, what kind of damage is being done, where the squad leader is at, and and also big kudos to G and Rendezvous, who are in spec, constantly giving energy updates to the OMs, constantly giving out information when the O-Heavy's setting up and where Captain Axe is. It really was a team effort for those that were in the game and those that were in spec that led to a pretty solid defense. Even though ultimately we lost at the end, which I would like to touch on that when you get a chance. For holding for 100 minutes is pretty substantial. That's probably one of the best defensive performances in a championship game as long as I've been around.
No, that's totally fair, man. I just want to say, Zitz, you're being super political and super humble, which is totally fine, dude. I don't blame you. You guys just won. You're happy and everything. But, truthfully, dude, how can you summarize, the 80% of the match of your offense? To put it nicely, man, they fucking did squat all. What was going on there? Please try to explain to the rest of us what the fuck your offense was thinking for 80% of that match.
Well, when you walk away with the championship ring after a 105-minute match, it's not really the ideal time to talk about what went wrong because all that matters is that we won. The most important thing is what you guys can't forget is we started a 10-man defense about halfway through the game. So our offense at least did something partially in before we started receiving multiple lag checks, multiple specs, and being forced to change our lineup multiple times. And as we're changing those lineups, and CKY, did their best to take advantage of those subs by constantly swinging people to their offense and our defense, which is absolutely expected. And when you do so, every action has a reaction, so you have to bring people home, further disrupting an offensive performance. As you alluded to earlier, we said, we kind of got lucky and got out. Well, many CTFPL games, many championships have been won, either by luck or by fluke or whatever you want to call it, that BDS pretty much made a career out of running in, fragging a base, killing a medic, and getting summoned out with flags, and they're hailed as heroes. So I think what our offense did was great. They did the best they could. And the most important thing was, what really hurt CKY is the bad flag drop they had in their base. And we were planning. We had a strategy in an effort to overcome them on 10-man. We had several things going against us. Ron was in, and he was low on talks. I had to go to work, so something was going to have to be done very soon. So the strategy was we're going to attempt to just get into the flag room of CKY, pick up a flag, die to a defensive member, and once they're holding the flag, we would then go 10-man, and we have the advantage. They have a bad drop. They've got people holding flags. They're going to have more people holding flags after they clear our base and go, and we've got positional and manpower advantage. So we had the strategy well ahead of time what we're going to do, and thankfully when it came time to go to 10-man offense, we were in a wonderful position. It took a little longer than I expected to clear the base and get off flags, but once we got off flags and we did our move to D6, it was a pretty close, flawless 10-man defense, and that's what ultimately won us the game without luck, with skill and with courage and with strength.
Fair enough. Skill, courage, and strength, man. I'll make sure I teach my next group of OMs what to do with that. Thank you very much. That's I think Albert actually has a question. If he doesn't, we may be done with you. But honestly, thank you very much for your thorough response. Minus all the political bullshit, dude. You covered everything, and thank you so much, man. That was about as thorough as you can be. Thanks, man. Great job. Fuck. Fair enough.
Okay, what you got? No, at the start of the match, we had myself and Meep in for flagging purposes, and then we went ahead and decided to run power offense after flagging and mining was done. Well, we were wanting to put ourselves in a position. We knew we had some people lagging. Meep's a pretty versatile player, and as it proved to be, he ended up playing OINF, JT, Engineer, and Infill in one match. And so we do want to dedicate him to one specific class. We want to be able to put him in, take him in and out as needed, and place him where he is needed, because that is what Meep is best at, as being able to play any class at any time. And because of that, that's why he won MVP today.
All right, I just want to talk about mostly what I think was the greatest play of the game for PT, the successful 10-man offense at A7. But I think it's kind of in the same boat as the other times you got the flags out of A7. Really just a well-timed swing, and same with the 10-man. You had a good transition from abandoning the base at E4 to attacking A7. Can you walk us through how you were leading your squad on offense for that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I kind of mentioned earlier, the plan was to attempt to get either Waylander or DM for D-Heavy to hold a flag. You'll notice several times when you guys watch the recording, I flew under the base, picked up flags. Unfortunately, I died like a plasma turtle at MG instead of a player. And we wanted them to hold a flag, and we wanted to try to hold the middle hallway as much as possible, because we knew it was just a matter of time before defense fell. And we had good communication between myself, Hustler, and Spark about home condition. And as we were pushing up, we knew we had a bad flag drop, and it's all about having that confidence that, hey, even when we go 10-man, we've got an easy flag drop, and we can easily overtake their base after we pick it up. And so it was kind of perfectly timed that we were in the middle of the hallway. We were about to pick up flags already. Spark called all offense, and defense got to offense pretty quickly. I already had DP several minutes earlier, as you guys will see in the recording, switch to infill, because we were preparing to go to 10-man offense. And we didn't want to have to worry about subs, as the transition from defense to 10-man offense was going on. So DP was already infill. Spark called all offense. I instructed Meep to go infill, and he was already in the dropship ready to go infill. He changed to infill. So we had two infills, our NG and our JT, all at A7 in good position. And we were able to easily push into red. Spark set up, started taking down MGs and rocket turrets like he's taking down a lunch or something. And we quickly damaged our turrets. And our guys were able to stay alive. Beso did great on 10-man offense. Continued with EB in between the summoning, which is not a very popular strategy for a squad leader on 10-man. But he was able to do both. And anytime anybody tried to push out, it was almost insta death because our guys were on top of it. And we were able to push in slowly, kill the turrets, get in a board, buy a little time, and continue to push until we were able to eventually clear them and move to D6.
Jonathan, I'd like to say thank you very much for an overly thorough explanation of what occurred. Thank you very much.
So you can kind of tell, but based off these interviews, that there was nobody aside from PT was behind PT rooting for us, and nobody is genuinely happy that PT won, other than the people that played on PT. And this is what PT thrives on, because we know people, They have specific views about me as a captain, Pure Talent as a squad, so several of the players on there. And like I mentioned earlier, we're about adapting and overcoming. And regardless of all the negative connotations, regardless of all the negative pressure from the PL community, PT knew damn well that we were going to overcome and take this today, and we did. And at the beginning of the season, PT was ranked very low. Nobody expected us to be active. Almost every single match, including today's match, we showed 75 to 85% of our squad. There was one game we showed 19 people, and at the beginning of the season, not only did people accuse us of being stacked, and then you look at Zoretic, and you look at Newfie, and even the recent additions to CKY, everybody claimed that PT was going to be inactive, they were going to be a Sunday-only squad, and there wasn't a single non-PT member supporter out there. And so what we did today is prove everybody wrong, that it takes, you don't have to have the best players, but it's all about communication, it's all about team chemistry, it's all about teamwork, and it's all about actually caring about what you're doing. And that's what we did today, and that's what won us the CTFPL championship ring.
Thanks, Ian. Good game.
Thank you so much. It was a good win. Albert, Dino, District, thank you. Silly Winker, Sinfane, you guys put up a hell of a match. It was a lot of fun. It was tough. It was the most difficult match we played. And you guys put up a heck of a fight, and I look forward to seeing what happens next season and what you guys end up doing. It's always a pleasure being able to play with you guys, playing against you guys, because it's not when we're facing you guys, it's tough. When we're playing with you, it's easy. And you guys put up a heck of a match, and I would not have preferred our championship match to be against anybody else, because you guys really put a run up and made this difficult. And good game to everybody. Good game to PT. PT for life. PT strong. ZMN out.
Up next, we got Silly Wanker and BFN. District's going to ask Silly a question, and Donobot's going to ask BFN a question. Before I hand it over to District, I just want to say congratulations, Silly. You played a really good game. I know you guys didn't come out on top, but you did really well. So congrats. Take it away, District.
Hey, Andrew. I just want to say, you guys played a really good match. For a large majority of it, let's say 80% of it, you guys completely shut down the offense. But, what happened in those last few runs that kind of took you guys over? What went wrong on defense, man? And also, I'd like to hear, what could you guys have done better to avoid that disaster of getting flagged by goddamn ZMN?
Well, I think the 5v5 we were fine. They never really put consistent pressure on us during the 5v5. It was towards the end of the game whenever their swings were precise and wonderfully executed against us, when our swings were pretty unorganized and not effective and the communication wasn't there. That's what did it. Every time they would wreck our defense, it was great swings. And as ZMN pointed out in depth, they planned out all of their swings ahead of time and knew exactly when they were going to do it. And we kind of, unfortunately, fell right into those swings numerous occasions. We didn't struggle with the power offense. We didn't struggle with the JT or Info. They had a few runs where they were gaining some momentum and getting a lot of pressure on turrets, but once we adjusted, we were able to outfight them most of the time in the hallway. But towards the end of it, it was just an excellent swing, and we fell right into it by having people holding flags and going into their flag room. That's pretty much, if I had to boil down the entire match, I'd say they really outmaneuvered us in many occasions. the initial 10-man was also completely outmaneuvering us.
Oh, fair enough, man. You pretty much summarized the entirety of the match. Like, consistently, you guys just shut them down and everything. And, you know, it's such a shame that you lost in those circumstances. But, you know, what do you do against, you know, well-timed swings, pretty much?
Well, that's PL, unfortunately.
That's pretty much it,
it's
right?
It's not an OVD.
Ah,
yeah.
no doubt.
Hey, this is Dinobot again. We also have Big Fat Noob here, co-captain of CKY, offensive coordinator. BFN attacking pure talent defense at E4. I noticed you guys switched up your offense a lot. 3-inf heavy, 2-inf 2 heavy, 3-inf JT. I think you were 4-0-inf at one point as well. You were getting pretty consistent damage and pressure, besides the points where either because of Hustler or Lobas pushing you guys way out into the streets. Besides that, I'd say CKY offense did pretty decent. What would you say was the biggest hurdle you guys had to overcome?
I want to say that thank you for having me here, but the biggest hurdle was definitely their push outs and Hustler's constant TV flanks. Bell and Lobas are very strong together, and they just refuse to die. And Hustler is just the most annoying med there is, probably, because he did nothing but flank every chance he got, and I barely got much summons. And that's not Captain X's fault. That's just because he was TD'd by Hustler.
For sure. I feel like a lot of people discounted the E4 base. It's weaker at some points in A7. It's a flipped A7 essentially, but the fact that it's got that outside entrance, if you can push them out to that point, I think it can be utilized pretty effectively. Again, not Captain Axe's fault. I think that was my only question concerning CKY offense. Albert, do you have anything?
Yeah, Silly, just got a quick question for you. When you guys won the last 5v5, I'm gonna say, you had all flags back at A7. It just seemed like nobody really attached. I know PT was already up at the box choke, ready to go, but it just seemed like there was maybe 4 or 5 people on your defense at home for maybe 20 seconds. I'll have to look at the video again, but why was there a big delay there?
Well, I think BFN couldn't attach due to some type of server lag or excuse, who knows, with BFN. But I know that a lot of our issues were from the flag room. I know that a lot of our issues were that we had like 3 or 4 people dead in the flag room, and we're just taking. And we also, if I'm not mistaken, I'll have to look at the recording, had 2 to 3 people holding flags, which ZMN alluded to. So we weren't able to push out. We always had 2 to 3 imps trying to get out of the flag room, but again, as ZMN alluded to and covered, we just couldn't ever get out past the drain. I'm pretty sure we had 2 or 3 holding flags, and so we just weren't able to recover home. And we were also It's funny, just to cover Dino's point about E4. We actually practiced E4 to play against them all week. So yeah, I think E4 is an incredibly strong base, and the fact that they held so long was probably due to the fact that it's a very spacious base and gives both Spark and Hustler opportunities to do their nonsense. So E4 is a very strong base, and I think just because they fell to massive swings shouldn't be looked at as E4 having some type of inherent weakness. It was a great base.
I would totally agree, man. Anyone else have any questions for him? Alright, well thanks for coming in and doing this with us, Silly. Good game, you played really well.
Thank you, appreciate it. I appreciate the interview as well. Good game, PT. Completely outplayed us on 10-man and large swings.